hand in the DR lane, but we know how scary Devil J is still on this Darius, so let's not remove that into account.
Soraka?
Oh, wait. Oh,
Autalus is
Soraka?
smiling. I
Soraka
can
and Draven.
imagine him
Alright.
smiling. Yes, Draven and Soraka for the Dragon Lane duo. Soraka of course provides the global heal. Draven kind of works like a Varus, kind of works like a Vayne. Just take him through the mid game, early game, he is gonna be a problem in the late game. So chasing dreams, they are still doing the similar draft that they did in game number one, but with different champions. Kazik is now open, which will be locked in by DR Esports, and looks like they would still want to get their hands on this Corki. Motivate is juggling or thinking between Ari or Oriana, but looks like they're gonna go over to Ari.
Wait, Dr. Mundo for chasing dreams. I love that they're experimenting on the Draven, but I think this is too much experimentation. Draven, Soraka, and Dr. Mundo, not really the favorite of the picks on this tournament. But let's see what the chasing dream plan is right here. Pantheon is gonna be the last pick. That's global present right there. I'm favoring DR Esports lineup right now, especially if they have Kha'Zix to really lock down on the Soraka. Without Soraka or even Draven in the backlines, the Kha'Zix is just gonna erase them once they're caught. So this is gonna be very interesting for Chasing Dreams. Let's see what the plan is. You see what the plan is for Chasing Dreams?
Okay, I was looking at their esports. Is this a Pantheon support? Anyway, the plan for chasing dreams here is make sure Raven goes online, get some pickups here and there, and just leave Draven untouched. You have Ari, a very strong champion from the early up until mid game, which motivate can scale even towards the late game. This is
True.
gonna be the draft for game number 2. It
All right.
is indeed gonna be a Pantheon support. So I like what I'm seeing from their esports, and I said this earlier. Chasing Dreams, same draft from year number one, but
Right.
they use different champions. I'm not sure though of this Dr. Mundo pick. Eugene, you can prove me wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Dr. Mundo, what can he do so much in team fights instead of maybe soak up the damage from Edap on the core team? Who knows? But then again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to game number 2, Chasing Dreams. Just won game number 1, so this is a must win for DR Esports if they want to extend this to a game number 3. Early game is kind of safe right here. Senna, though, is in a bad spot at the top, or is this part of their plan? DR Esports is going to go for the fight.
It's going to be a part of their plan indeed. You have the roots not connecting, and the very least, School was even able to get that honey fruit. So, their esports, they want to go with a 2-1 just to make 2v1 rather, just to make sure that Cool will not be able to get the early lead that he wants. In retrospect, though, looks like that is going to be Pantheon all alone trying to juggle that 2v1, and they're not stopping. Okay, you still have Senna, you still have this Pantheon trying to poke Riven. That it's gonna be Kome making his way into the Dragon lane as well, into Baron lane rather, to just help this Riven. But now this is gonna be Shino versus Rox. Not much action will happen here though, because Raven will just focus on getting the kill.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, I see the plan here from DR Esports. We would rather see Draven at least go up in the early game instead of Cool getting out of control in the Baron lane. So that's why they sent out Senna at the top line. But good job by the Chasing Dreams for the response right there. Soraka is already marching towards the bottom. I mean, on the mid. Rift Scuttler fight right here. Dr. Mundo is in the middle.
Dr. Mundo does get through, then he's forced to flash out. He is gonna get pulled by Devil J. First blood going over to DR Esports. Good apprehend. On top of that, Senna was the first one to get the kill.
Yes, definitely. And that is all for Rift Scuttler right now. Chasing Dreams, round 2.
Round 2 indeed, roots are gonna come through, but you have Gospel forced to flash out. But here comes Cool, being able to secure that kill. Here comes Kha'Zix, just jumping in. Nothing on being sent out by Corki, and Corki does flash into Ari saying goodbye. Eats up at the front line. Here comes Ryujin, just soaking up on all that damage. Now we have 1 and 4 on the scoreboard in favor of DR Esports.
Not sure what the plan there was for Chasing Dreams, but DR Esports takes a 2-4-1 special right there. But it is only the support of DR Esports who fell down that time. So this is so much favor going to the side of DR Esports. And now we're looking at a 2K gold lead, 2 minutes and 50 seconds in. that is trouble for Chasing Dreams. They will have to look for a way to get back in this game as the DR Esports is starting to become more confident in this fight. Gospel is already roaming around all over the map.
This is honestly the best possible start for DR Esports. So if Chasing Dreams wants to shut down their enemies, this is their only time.
Mhm.
Gospel again was able. I mean, if you're gonna look at that, DR Esports they got 4 kills, and in those 4 kills it went over to the Baron laner,
Right.
the jungler, the ADC, and even in the support. Mid laner is the only sad one from DR Esports. So it just they have a lot of gold into their pocket. The kites are not gonna be enough at the very least, but rocks will just hold
Oh,
this ground. Stunts are gonna come through. But I don't think Raven will commit just yet because this terrier still has an auction guillotine. The
all right,
wish is
definitely.
already up for Kome. Now you have Gospel into the bush.
Oh, three champions here already, and I love this from DR Esports. Their aggression is going to be successful, and they're going to be taking one down. Again, you don't want to see Cool getting fat at the Baron lane, and they're focusing their efforts on that. Now, 1 to 5 on the board. Infernal Drake is already up. Here comes the march towards this for this dragon.
Casey Dreams trying to get the Infernal Drake just to be ahead on that damage. Rocks is right there though. Grand Skyfall will be used at SCB. The energy coming through. Granting be able to get the repel, but he gets charmed. Now that SCB the energy coming through from Chasing Dreams, you have the Aegis Assault. But you have the orb being sent out by Ari. Now Pantheon is gonna be A-okay, but it will be a 1-0 in favor of Chasing Dreams. Let's not forget though, the dragon also went over the Chasing Dreams.
Yeah, that was a good sacrifice right there. One champion did die onto DR Esports side, but they got the Rift Herald. They got the in oh, it's Chasing Dreams who got the Infernal Drake right there. Well, I thought it was I thought that was DR Esports, but then again, 2 to 5 on the board, just a 1K gold lead. Chasing Dreams starting to chip in on that lead.
Yeah, looks like they, as I said earlier, DR Esports had a good start. Now Chasing Dreams, this is their chance to just stop or shut down the momentum that is in favor of DR Esports. Now Devil J is just focused on farming. You have a Gospel into the sides. Things are gonna come through. Looks like Gospel and Rocks is separated in this game number 2. I'm actually happy because we get to see a different tactic from DR Esports. Each game, they just show us something new. The same way Chasing Dreams show us this Dr. Mundo pick. Roots are not gonna connect. Goss will be able to clear the wave just as quickly, and Cool will be left to try and juggle the next 3. The
Alright.
other helping someone right there. This one's coming through, but you have Ryujin being targeted. Was forced to flash out. Cool left alone. Will he die? It is gonna be a yes. Now you have Motivate,
Whoa.
Charm, Orb, and that is gonna be the burst going over to Basic Games. Now you have some of the backline. Kha'Zix just focusing on through. That Dr. Mundo was able to get the kill. Motivate now left to defend the turret. Charm connecting. The orb connecting as well. But the Rift Herald is still pretty much healthy.
Motivate doing a lot for the team right now. 2 charms connecting, and they were able to take down 2. So it ended up with a 2-for-2 trade. DR Esports, though, they are in a better position right there. They got the first turret of the game, and they got 1 plate down on this tier 2 top turret on the side of Chasing Dreams. So because of that, they are up in the gold. There is no tower down yet on the side of their esports, so that's something going into their hands. 2K gold lead already for DR Esports, but yeah, the next plan right here is Shino for DR Esports. You have to look at how Shino is farming free here on the bottom side, so the stacks must be very crazy on Shino right now. So you want to deny that, because if Shino gets another kill right here, that will be a very scary Draven in later parts of the game. Good charm right here, and there's fight.
Oh goodness me, Motivate, he had no other choice but to accept death there. Because again, the Kha'Zix can just leap right into your face. And it will be a kill going over to DR still. 4 and 8 now on the scoreboard. And I like how you brought up Shino. Yes, this Draven, he is left unchecked. Except right now, because DR Esports is camping in this area.
Right.
But yeah, he just got to farm in the early game. Now you have Kome lurk, and the side silence is going to come through.
Good silence.
You have the good root from the side of Chasing Dreams, was able to stop that possible 3v2. Now you have Ethan. Oh no! Here comes Ari Ari with a charge. You have the exhaust being used as with a kill going over to Ari. Then Nasani on the ultimate Draven being bursted down. Silence onto Darius, but able to get this. Of course, so Rafa though, double kill going over to motivate. The motivation on motivate is just too much. Orb coming through. Aegis assault being sent out by this rock, and it is gonna be enough for them to make it out of their life, but it will be a 2-2.
GR Esports got three champions right there. But then again, mission accomplished. We just mentioned about Shino left unchecked. The mission was to kill Shino because for sure he has a lot of stacks, and that one is lost right there. Shino died first, so he did not get any kills right there. So the stacks are already put in half. DR Esports well played right there. We're still looking at a 1K gold lead in favor of DR Esports. That should be cut down as Motivate is going to be taking down the bottom third right here. Dragon is already alive, and I guess the party should be starting here in Dragon Lane.
Yep, and now you have Chasing Dreams. They're the ones that started the party, but DR Esports looks like they're gonna try and gate crash this party. Trap is not gonna connect. That is to be the Grand Skyfall connecting on the two. Stuns coming through. Motivate force to jump away. That's be a flash in and Aegis assault for Rocks. Ari saying goodbye. So that's to be a leap right into their jungler's face, and Riven also saying goodbye. Senadons can take it out though, but that's to be a 1-2 lead to Ryujin being very tanky. The wish has been used. DR Esports forced to fall back, and this could be a kill onto ATAP, but looks like DR Esports will be able to get the Ocean Dragon. Kome pretty much after the party. Ryujin trying to get the roots in, was able to take down Darius, but he is still pretty much healthy. Killing spree going over to ATAP though, and Kome is forced to mourn for the loss of their jungler.
Oh.
Here comes Cool, stuns, and goodbye Corky.
I didn't know where he came from, but Cool just comes in and raises Corky right there. But then again, DR Esports, I think that ended up.
Game and right on cue. We are now unpausing. Now, this is almost 10 minutes in. Again, DR Esports, they have the lead, but it's actually an insurmountable lead. Anytime Chasing Dreams could make things happen. But again, DR Esports' fight or this lineup, they want to get the pick off. They want to get the kills in. They have EDAF to rely on for most of the damage, and EDAF so far is performing just fine. You have Devil J being able to scale, and EDAF for cleanup, Kazis for cleanup is very scary.
Yeah, Kha'Zix has the biggest gold in this game. 9,500 on ETAF. This is one scary mantis right here that's just gonna be feeding onto anyone he catches. Let's see. Chasing Dreams, somehow at this point of the game, they're just farming up. Late game should be okay for them also, considering that they have Soraka, who also shines in the late game. But then again, you have itemizations to really deny those heals. That could be something that ER Esports will have. I wasn't able to really check the itemization earlier. But yeah, you have to get items that is gonna block those heals. That is one plan for DR Esports.
You have the 1-4 setup for Chasing Dreams, but looks like it's gonna be a 2-3. Draven will just help out Riven there, but Chasing Dreams, they do not know. DR Esports already having first tips on this Baron, and looks like that it's gonna be the buff going over to the men in red. Chasing Dreams was not able to make it there in time. What could they do but to try and outlast the Baron buff? I mean, if they go with pickoffs, they can survive.
That was a beautiful call right there for DR Esports, using the jump from Kha'Zix to get in, even if there was a ward on the side of Chasing Dreams on the opening of the pit. They didn't see that one. Chasing Dreams just got comfortable, and they just lost it. It was already too late when they detected it. But yeah, DR Esports now have the VR buff in their hands. Look at this right now. Cool just dominating Devil J on the BR lane. But then again, they just have to take some turns and then further extend their lead. They're now up 3K in this game, BR Esports.
Yeah, I don't think Darius is having the time of his life being up against a Riven, because one of the things to stop Darius from being strong or him taking any kills is CC him to the ground. And what does Riven have? Cancel animation, CC, and the hell a lot damage. So that is the reason why we don't see much aggression from Devil J. Though he is standing at a 3-3-8, and the gold lead for the Baron lane is in favor of this pool, but that is to be Ryujin. Again, he's Dr. Moon. He'll be able to just regen back. On top of that, you have Kome in the back line with the heals. Jump in,
Oh,
put a belt in, Storm is gonna connect, the orb is gonna be used as well, but we have the shield, the Aegis Assault rather, being used by Rock, so he was able to survive that one. Now you have a fallback, you have Chasing Dreams falling back rather, Kha'Zix being able to steal that buff, the next pick is gonna be up in 13 seconds.
yeah, I guess this is the plan for DR Esports at this point because they have the Baron buff. They have to divide their forces. They don't really need to go for a team fight right now. Just pressure the pushes. Side lanes already is being controlled right here. The Mist is going to be starting the fight.
That is gonna be the silences or the stuns not connecting, but you have their esports jumping away. I do not want to overstate it. Welcome now, Chasing Dreams. They're the ones that is now on the hunt and to being able to get the Mountain Dragon very, very quickly, by the way.
Mhm.
Now you have will being able to get GA, just another assurance if ever Chasing Dreams will take another fight. And DR Esports defaulting back, Devil J falling into the Baron lane, his lane. Etaf will just focus in the Dragon lane. You have Shino right there. Let's see if the guys will be enough. The damage is quite there, but Etaf will be A-okay unless he decides to jump back. I mean, you have Kome there. He could cancel recall, but you have
Pantheon!
Pantheon. The recalls, the connection, the communication is just right there. That is Ibishino forced to use Zonias, and here comes the other members of Chasing Dreams. Ari making her way down. The Eugene holding out just fine. Their esports falling back.
I love that right there. I guess this is the DR Esports aggression. If you have the lead in the game, you will want to force issues right now because if you play safe, DR Chasing Dreams will just be able to get back in this game. DR Esports is doing a lot of options for them right now, and I love this from DR Esports. Now we're looking at a 4K gold lead. It's not that much, but this is they're using this into their advantage. Still 10 to 15 on the board, made a 5K already in favor of DR Esports.
Yep, still in favor of DR Esports indeed. Speaking of DR Esports, now they're just poising themselves for the next possible Baron take and
Mm-hmm.
chasing dreams. They're now on the defensive. They were very aggressive earlier. Motivate being called out. Roll about and Motivate trying to use Spirit to get away, but will it be enough to be a yes? Teleports are gonna come through. A flash out from Devil J. And that is the BR being able to take Pantheon down. Leap being used defensively by Etap Devil J. With
Oh,
that engage, you have the ultimate being set up by Stena. Storm is gonna connect. Devil J gonna be A-okay, but that's gonna jump in. Also, full stun are gonna come through. You have Kaz in the front line, focusing fire on this Draven. Draven saying goodbye. Double kill going over to Kha'Zix. Make that unstoppable Kha'Zix at that. Double kill being secured by Cortex as well. Thompson Mundo being bursted down. It will be a 5-1 in favor of DR Esports, an ace in favor of them, and they can just get the Nexus. And the Nexus looks like DR Esports.
Game over.
They're mad that it be the fire being thrown out, freed out by the Dragons as they push this to a game number 3.
What can I say? Yuko Eraf on the Kazakh